All right. Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in to talk about movies with me. I really appreciate that. We got a bunch of news to talk about, so let's just hurry up and get through this intro. If you guys enjoyed the channel, make sure you leave a like down below. We're going to be doing a lot of movie-related content. This month is Christmas season, so we're going to be talking a lot about Christmas movies. You can stay tuned for that. The huge news that dropped the other day of DC Studios and James Gunn, Wonder Woman. We're going to talk about all that stuff coming up. And we got more movie news coming out too, so let's just hop right into it, shall we? Oh, by the way, yeah, my desk setup, it's really not that great. Let me move this here a little bit. It's really not that great of a setup that I got going on right here. But I figured I wanted to talk about movies today, and what better way to talk about movies than do it with you guys? Let's get into a couple of the smaller movie news we got today. Taylor Swift is set to make her directorial debut with Searchlight Pictures. Obviously, we know who Taylor Swift is, the singer-songwriter that has literally taken over the music charts for the last decade. Well, apparently, she doesn't just want to do music. She wants to venture into film, and I believe she's done a couple projects already. Not like huge feature movies, but she has directed music videos, short films, stuff like that. So that could be really exciting. According to the article from Hollywood Reporter, she has done a short film that premiered at Toronto Film Festival titled All Too Well. I haven't seen it. I haven't heard anything about it, but that's really cool that she is venturing into wanting to do bigger projects, bigger movies. As for her directing chops, I don't really know how good of a director she is, but that's up to it's a musical star venturing into film. It could go either way. I hope for the best. In other news, the National Board of Review has named Top Gun Maverick the best film of the year. Personally, I really love that choice because Top Gun Maverick is one of my favorite movies of the year, if not the favorite movie of the year. Right next to Everything Everywhere All at Once. It's number one and number two. I really don't know which one to pick. Top Gun Maverick is an amazing movie. I think that the experience watching it in a theater, I watched it, I think 3 times in the theater, and it's getting re-released, so I'm going to be watching it more times. Amazing movie. It's definitely well-deserved. I think that, me personally, I love to watch movies in the movie theater, and Top Gun Maverick was one of those movies that we watched in the movie theater, and you just could not watch this anywhere else. For the first time, watching it on a huge screen, IMAX, it's amazing. And the fact that it got best film, I love the fact that there's different types of movies, different levels to movies. It doesn't have to be some deep, thought-provoking piece of subject matter for them to even consider this the best film. This is a fairly simple movie, but technically speaking, the way that it was made is just fantastic. So I'm really happy to see that Top Gun Maverick is getting its flowers. And in more news, if you guys did not know, the Rush Hour film series is one of my favorite film series. It's so funny. It's definitely 2000s comedy, so be prepared for that if you go and rewatch them. And Jackie Chan has just confirmed that they are working on Rush Hour 4. He said this a lot in the past. Him and Chris Tucker have both said, yes, Rush Hour 4 is in the works. Yes, it's happening. Yes, we're getting it together right now. They've said that numerous times. This time, though, it's coming from Jackie Chan, and he has this whole article in Variety talking about it. In this interview, he starts talking about stories about Bruce Lee, stories about the first Rush Hour, and then in there, he sprinkles in that they're working on Rush Hour 4. I think this is very exciting. I love Jackie Chan. I really wish they put him in Shang-Chi, hopefully the sequel. But yeah, I love Jackie Chan, and I love his movies. One of my closest friends that I'm, going to be starting a podcast with talking about movies and stuff, so stay tuned for that. He's a huge Jackie Chan movie fan, and he can tell you a lot more. But for me, Rush Hour, I grew up with Rush Hour, and I'm so excited that they're doing Rush Hour 4. I really wish that they did it a little bit earlier because Jackie Chan is pretty old and Chris Tucker is pretty old, but it's a buddy cop movie that's solely based on the chemistry between these two actors, and I feel like you could still do it now. If they did Bad Boys for Life with Will Smith and Martin Lawrence still, I'm pretty sure you can do Rush Hour. And I'm really excited about this one. Let me know what you guys think down below. And finally, the main topic of the show. The Hollywood Reporter confirms that Wonder Woman 3 is officially canceled. In the article titled Patty Jenkins, Wonder Woman 3 not moving forward as DC movies hit a turning point. This is an exclusive article from the Hollywood Reporter. Came out a couple days ago, and it seemingly confirms that Wonder Woman 3 is dead as of right now. And not only that, but they confirmed that Man of Steel 2 is on pause right now. Black Adam 2 is on pause. We've got a whole bunch of news out of this one article, so let's get into it with the Wonder Woman stuff. So it appears that Wonder Woman 3 actually did have a script that was turned in to James Gunn. So Patty Jenkins turned in a script to the studio. Unfortunately, the studio asked for the script to be rewritten, which Patty Jenkins did not want to do. And the speculation is that DC Studios is moving into a completely different direction, and Patty Jenkins' script just did not fit in with that direction. According to the article, James Gunn and Peter Safran, as well as Warner Brother Pictures, broke the news to the filmmaker, telling her that the project, as it stood, did not fit in with the new but still unfolding plans. So right now, it's definitely unclear what's going to happen with Gal Gadot's version of Wonder Woman, but with that, if we don't know what's going on with Gal Gadot's version, what's happening with Henry Cavill's version of Superman, what's happening with Jason Momoa's version of Aquaman. There's been reports saying that they want to recast Jason Momoa as Lobo, and Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom is going to be the last film for the Aquaman series, and maybe even the last film of the DCEU as we know it. I'm not really too sure if something comes out after that, but there's a bunch of stuff to talk about here. DC has never been very good with keeping up with their cinematic universe. And it seems pretty sad, but honestly, I think it's a good thing that James Gunn and Peter Safran want to reboot. Think about it like this. We have a great cast that have been playing these characters for, the last 6 years, 7 years, 10 years now. Nothing has really came from it. We love Henry Cavill as Superman. He's been in, I think, 4 projects now, 5 projects maybe. We love Gal Gadot. She's been in 5 projects. We love Jason Momoa as Aquaman. And then all bias aside from Ezra Miller, I think that he plays a really good Flash, and I was really excited to see the Flash movie and what that would do for the rest of the DC universe, but it seems like we're not going to be getting that DC universe anymore, and the Flash is kind of just going to be a movie that we just forget about. And again, that's a good thing because we're still getting these movies. It's just that the continuity going forward is going to be different. We're still going to be getting DC projects. We're still going to be getting DC series, movies, animation, video games even. James Gunn has already confirmed this. DC is not going away by any means. We are just retooling what the future is going to look like from now on. And you can't really do that if you have these old actors from an old regime still being in the cinematic universe that you're trying to reboot. Again, I love Henry Cavill as Superman. I think that it is a good idea to kind of just leave it alone and just start over fresh. Meaning that you would have to look for a new Superman, meaning that you would have to look for a new Wonder Woman, a new Aquaman, a new Justice League, a new DC universe. And again, I think it's sad because the Snyderverse is actually, it had a lot of potential. Man of Steel, Batman versus Superman, and then the Justice League movie, both versions, they're pretty divisive when it comes to the fans. You're just going to want to leave all of that behind while you look forward to the future. And I think that's what James Gunn and Peter Safran are trying to do here. It just really sucks. Especially when you have projects like Blue Beetle coming out. What's happening with Michael B. Jordan's Static Shock movie? I have no idea what's going on with that, but that was really exciting. The one thing that we can look forward to is that James Gunn is going to fix it, or at least attempt to fix it. He even says in an article that he's not going to be able to make every single person happy. That's just impossible. And he's right. There is no way to make every single person happy. Everybody's going to have a different opinion on this. I want to know what you guys think about it, because for me personally, I think it's very, very wise to start this on a good note. Reboot it and, do everything that you were already planning on doing, like The Flash, Aquaman, and The Lost Kingdom, because, people are working on these movies. James Wan and Andy Muschietti, they made, from what it seems like, great films. So we would like to see those as fans. But I think fans are also smart enough to know that, okay, these are completely different than what's going to be happening moving forward. And I think that's just what they got to do. And I think I'll make a whole video about, the future of DC and stuff like that, and, what I think should happen, how I think they should go through with it. Should they copy the Marvel formula? We'll talk about that stuff in a future video, but I'm going to cut this video short because I've been rambling for too long now. I appreciate you guys talking with me about movies. That's super cool that you guys joined me. Let me know what you think about all the movie news that we discussed in this video today. Are you guys excited? Are you guys happy? Are you guys sad that we're going to be losing the, DC characters and DC actors that we've known for the past 10 years? I don't know, but leave all your comments down below. I will be checking in with you guys very shortly, and I appreciate y'all. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.